Jehoshaphat, the son of Asa, king of Yehudah, sought Yahweh the God of his fathers, and walked in his commands. Of the books called Dabrei Hayamim, the words of the days, and Chronicles, the second, chapter 18. Now Jehoshaphat had riches and honor in abundance, but he joined affinity with Ahab. And after certain years, he went down to Ahab to Shamron, and Ahab killed sheep and oxen for him in abundance, and for the people that were with him, and moved him to go up with him to Ramoth Galaad. And Ahab, king of Yisrael, said to Jehoshaphat, king of Yehudah, Wilt thou go with me to Ramoth Galaad? And he answered him, I am as thou art, and my people as thy people, and we will be with thee in the war. And Jehoshaphat said to the king of Yisrael, Inquire first, I pray thee, for the word of Yahweh. Then the king of Yisrael gathered the prophets together, 400 men, and said to them, Shall we go to Ramoth Galaad to battle, or shall I forbear? And they said, Go up, for God will deliver it into the hand of the king. But Jehoshaphat said, Is there not here a prophet of Yahweh besides, that we may inquire of him? And the king of Yisrael said to Jehoshaphat, There is yet one man by whom we may inquire of Yahweh, but I hate him, for he never prophesieth good concerning me, but always evil. The same is Micaiah, the son of Yemelah. And Jehoshaphat said, Let not the king say so. Then the king of Yisrael called an officer and said, Fetch quickly Micaiah, the son of Yemelah. Now the king of Yisrael and Jehoshaphat, the king of Yehudah, sat, each on his throne, arrayed in their robes, and they were sitting in an open place at the entrance of the gate of Shamron, and all the prophets were prophesying before them. And Thidkiyahu, the son of Kena'anah, made him horns of iron, and said, Thus saith Yahweh, With these shalt thou push Aram, until they be consumed. And all the prophets prophesied so, saying, Go up to Ramoth Galaad, and prosper, for Yahweh will deliver it into the hand of the king. And the messenger that went to call Micaiah spoke to him, saying, Behold, the words of the prophets declare good to the king with one mouth. Let thy word, therefore, I pray thee, be like one of theirs, and speak thou good. And Micaiah said, As Yahweh liveth, what my God saith, that will I speak. And when he was come to the king said to him, Micaiah, shall we go to Ramoth Galaad to battle, or shall I forbear? And he said, Go ye up, and prosper, and they shall be delivered into your hand. And the king said to him, How many times shall I adjure thee, that thou speak to me nothing but the truth in the name of Yahweh? And he said, I saw all Yisrael scattered upon the mountains, as sheep that have no shepherd. And Yahweh said, These have no master. Let them return, every man to his house in peace. And the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, Did I not tell thee that he would not prophesy good concerning me, but evil? And Micaiah said, Therefore hear ye the word of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting upon his throne, and all the host of the skies standing on his right hand and on his left. And Yahweh said, Who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Galaad? And one spoke, saying after this manner, and another saying after that manner. And there came forth a spirit, and stood before Yahweh, and said, I will entice him. And Yahweh said to him, Wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, Thou shalt entice him, and shalt prevail also. Go forth, and do so. Now therefore, behold, Yahweh hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of these thy prophets, and Yahweh hath spoken evil concerning thee. Then Tzedkiah the son of Kenana came near, and smote Micaiah upon the cheek, and said, Which way went the Spirit of Yahweh from me to speak to thee? And Micaiah said, Behold, thou shalt see on that day, when thou shalt go into an inner chamber to hide thyself. And the king of Israel said, Take ye Micaiah, and carry him back to Harmon, the governor of the city, and to Joash, the king's son, and say, Thus saith the king, Put this fellow in the prison, and feed him with bread of affliction, and with water of affliction, until I return in peace. And Micaiah said, If thou return at all in peace, Yahweh hath not spoken by me. And he said, Hear ye, peoples, all of you. So the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat, the king of Yehudah, went up to Ramoth Galaad. And the king of Israel said to Jehoshaphat, I will disguise myself and go into the battle, but put thou on thy robes. So the king of Israel disguised himself, and they went into the battle. Now the king of Aram had commanded the captains of his chariots, saying, Fight neither with small nor great, except only with the king of Israel. And it was, when the captains of the chariots saw Jehoshaphat, that they said, It is the king of Israel. Therefore they turned about to fight against him. But Jehoshaphat cried out, and Yahweh helped him, and God moved them to depart from him. And it was, when the captains of the chariots saw that it was not the king of Israel, that they turned back from pursuing him. And a certain man drew his bow for his simplicity, and smote the king of Israel between the joints of his armor. For what reason he said to the driver of the chariot, Turn thy hand and carry me out of the host, for I am sore wounded. And the battle increased that day, howbeit the king of Israel stayed himself up in his chariot against Aram until the even. And about the time of the going down of the sun, he died. And Jehoshaphat, the king of Yehudah, returned to his house in peace to Jerusalem. And Jehu, the son of Hanani the seer, went out to meet him, and said to King Jehoshaphat, Shouldst thou help the wicked, and love them that hate Yahweh? For this thing wrath is upon thee from before Yahweh. Nevertheless, there are good things found in thee, in that thou hast put away the Asheroth out of the land, and hast set thy heart to seek the God. And Jehoshaphat dwelt at Jerusalem, and he went out again among the people from Beersheba to the hill country of Ephraim, and brought them back to Yahweh, the God of their fathers.